Greetings, our dear Carol Grace ma'am. Today, all of us, the ESC Shining Stars and the entire ESC team, are beyond thrilled to extend a heartfelt welcome to our dearest global educator. Ma'am, you are truly the best, and we absolutely love learning from you. Your energy, patience, and dedication are incredibly inspiring and we are so excited to communicate with you, absorb your wisdom, and match your enthusiasm and positivity. We are eager to get a glimpse of your passion and personality, and we hope to carry forward the same energy, zeal, and excellence in our own learning journey. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking the time to be with us today and guide us. We promise to be attentive, enthusiastic, and fully engaged. We are ready to transform ourselves, enhance our communication skills, and become amazing individuals under your guidance. Once again, thank you, ma'am, for being here. The next 25 minutes are all yours. Over to you, our respected ma'am.
Bonsoir, bonsoir tout le monde. Bonsoir. Comment ça va?
Je vais bien, madame, et vous?
Ça va bien, merci. Et vous?
Madame.
Yeah, mes allergies me dérangent. My allergies are bothering me. So we are going to get started. So today we are going to learn about the French tenses, right? And Dr. Madvi gave us a nice color code here. Okay, we start with the present tense, the present. The first on your left, you see je parle. On the left, we are reading present je parle. It means I am speaking. I speak. Je parle.
Maria Sharisa, can you repeat it? Unmute yourself. Be quick.
Je parle.
Oui,
Parle.
je parle.
Je
It means
parle.
I speak. I speak. Right? And then on the little circle, the green circle, you see what is called the present continuous. Okay? In French, it's still simply the present. So on the present continuous in English, you will say I am speaking, which also means je parle. Je parle.
Je parle.
Je parle.
Yes. We have in the second page here. Oh, make it big again, Prof. Marvin. That's better. There you go. We are still with the verb parler, parler, which means to speak, right? So in the past that is a little present to us, not the past that is far, far, far away. In the past, for example, 2 minutes ago, I would say, je viens de parler. Je viens
Je parle.
je viens de parler. For example, I'll give you an example. If I say a sentence that says like, I just spoke to Dr. Madvi, in French, it's going to be je viens de parler à Dr. Madvi because it's not far. It's not like yesterday. Okay? It's like a little bit present. Now, on the right, futur proche, it means a future that is closer to us. For example, tomorrow I'm going to the United Nations. Tomorrow morning, when I finish the class, I'm packing my bags. To say je vais parler aux Nations Unies is going to be I am going to speak at the United Nations because you see, it's tomorrow, Friday to me. Okay, so let's repeat. Je vais parler.
Je vais parler.
Oui, je vais parler. When you say je vais parler, it's a little closer. Now, this is where things get a little complicated. French language is not like English. English has past, present, future, right? The French language is different. We have this one here is called plus que parfait. That's the one on the left. Plus que Parfait.
Perfect.
Yes, this is a past that is very, very, very far away. We use this one. Maintenant, imparfait.
Imperfect.
Imparfait.
Imperfect.
Imparfait. Yes.
Imperfect.
Yeah, they call it ongoing past. And then my personal favorite, because we use it every day a little more, passé composé.
Passé
Composé.
Passé composé.
Yeah, that's the
Passé
completed
composé.
past. So we are going to see, Dr. Mandy is going to show us a couple of examples. There you go. We are still with the verb parler. Parler, which means what? To speak. In the à l'imparfait, which is the imperfect, is on dit je parlais.
Je parlais.
Je parlais.
Je parlais.
Je parlais.
There you go. Et passé composé, which is the past that is a little closer to us, we say j'ai parlé.
Je parlais.
Yes, which is
parlé.
yeah, I have spoken. So that's the two difference. If you see imparfait, imparfait most of the time means something that happened in the past far, far away. Now, passé composé is something, a past that is a little closer. For example, imparfait, je parlais espagnol. It means I was speaking Spanish at work. It's a little far during the day. But now, if I want to bring it closer, j'ai parlé en français à Dr. Madvi. It means I just spoke to her like 5 minutes ago. You guys see the difference? So, imparfait, far away, passé composé, a little closer. So, in the context, it says here, okay, this is this particular part, it says, imparfait is used to setting the scene continuous actions with clear ends and repeated habits. Passé composé is used for specific singular events, right? With completed actions. And then sudden interruptions. J'ai parlé à Dr. Madvi, et puis je parlais à Dr. Madvi is two different things. Okay, next. Okay, this is another one that is very complicated. We don't use it a lot. On n'utilise pas ceci beaucoup. Le plus que parfait. Plus que parfait. Plus que parfait.
Plus
Parfait.
Plus que parfait. No, somebody say perfect. No, you don't say the T at the end. C'est plus que parfait. We don't say the T at the end.
Plus que parfait.
Oh, yeah. Plus que parfait.
Plus que
C'est
parfait.
j'avais parlé.
Plus que parfait.
Je vais parler.
J'avais parlé.
J'avais parlé.
Yeah, it means I had spoken. I had spoken, okay? And it says that it describes an action that was already completed before the main past action occurred. For example, I'll give you a complete sentence. J'avais parlé espagnol le mois passé. It means in French, in English, it means I had spoken Spanish last month. You see, last month is really far away from the month of April where we are now. Okay. Next one. Okay. Literally, past tenses are strictly reserved for the written page, which is true. It's only when you are writing to describe actions in French that you use these past tenses. Okay. Read. They say don't speak. For example, this one, passé simple, passé antérieur, is very complicated. Like the French language, when it comes down to verbs, it gets confusing sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, the future marks milestones among the path forward. For example, there you go. There goes another complicated one. Futur antérieur. Futur
Futur.
antérieur.
Carrière.
It means j'aurais parlé. J'aurais
J'aurais parlé.
parlé, which means, as you see, it says, I will have spoken. Between you and I, who goes around saying, I will have spoken to Dr. Madvi about this and that. We don't say that even when we speak. It's only when you are writing a story that you start using these tenses here. Same thing with futur simple. Futur simple is je parlerai.
Je parlerai.
Yes.
Parler.
Yes. It means I will speak. Je parlerai, tu parleras, il parlera, nous parlerons, vous parlerez, il parlerait. Voilà. See, I still remember.
Yes,
Right now we are
most
still.
of them know this Ayu Hishi Devi. So please kindly speak one by one so they will repeat after you. My dear Shining Stars, see, French language is complicated enough, but you have expert
Very.
teachers. Yeah, very
Yes,
complicated, but still, you have amazing teachers, I'm telling you. So so you have to just listen carefully to them and repeat it, okay? So it
yes.
takes some time for the pronunciation. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, don't be afraid. Even French people don't like when we start doing verbs. It's very complicated, it's very confusing. So right now we are just speaking for the first person, which is je. Je parlerai ou j'aurais parlé is just for the first person, right? And then we have I think it's six pronouns. Je, which is I. Tu, which is you.
Guys, speak after
Il,
ma'am. Two, okay?
yeah.
Speak after ma'am,
Tu,
everybody.
tu is you. Yes, you. And then we have il. Il is for the boys. Il. And then we go back and we do L is for the girls. We in English is nous. Nous.
Nous.
And then for the plural of you in English is vous. Vous parlerez, par exemple. Yeah, vous.
Vous.
And then the plural for many boys is il, but the il, that il ends with an S at the end. Il. And then same thing with the girls, the feminine. L, that L is ELLES, ends with an S at the end. So those are the pronouns when you are doing, we call it in French conjugaison, which is learning how to use the verbs. Okay, yes, Dr. Manvi, the next. All right. Choosing a future tense depends on proximity and certainty. Remember when I was telling you that actions depends on how far they are. For example, this first one, je vais parler, means I am going to speak. So let's repeat. Je vais
parler.
parler. There you go. Je vais parler. Voilà, je vais parler.
Guys, Ramapita sir is not pronounced, okay? Kindly listen to ma'am very carefully. There is silent letters at last, so say the way ma'am is speaking, okay? Je vais parler, okay? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Over to you.
voilà. Je vais parler. It means it's a future that is close to us. For example, tomorrow when I go to Educator, je vais parler aux Nations Unies. It means I am going to speak at the United Nations. It's far, it's not far, it's close, right? Now, the second one is je parlerai. Je parlerai. That is the future simple and it means I will speak. We use this one when you are making promises. For example, let me see who I have here. Critica, for example, I can say, je parlerai en français à Critica la semaine prochaine. It means I'm making promises that I'm going to talk to her in French next week during our next class. You see, next week is like what? 5 days away. It's not that close. Okay? The next one. Oh, there you go. The conditional. This is for your moods. The conditional mood builds alternate realities based on unmet conditions. The if in French is si,
C.
si.
C.
Mhm. There you go. And then in the middle, you put the condition, what you want. No, we were at the bottom, Dr. We were a little bit at the bottom. Yeah, bring down some. There you go, right there. We were doing this one first before we go up. And then it says here, C plus the unmet condition. And then you have the rest. So it's like you use the conditional most of the time for polite requests because we are polite. Il faut être poli. That's how you say it in French. So we have two conditionals, deux conditionnels. Le conditionnel présent is je parlerai. Remember, it's not re that we just saw for the future, it's re, the AIS at the end. So let's repeat. Je parlerai.
Je parlerai.
Je parlerai.
Yeah, je parlerai means I would speak. Maintenant, conditionnel passé, j'aurais parlé.
J'aurais
J'aurais
parlé.
parlé.
Yeah, this means I will have spoken. So it's like it's not something permanent when you use conditionnel. It's like you are not sure of what you're going to do. There goes another one that is also complicated. We don't use it a lot either. We use it mostly when you are writing. The subjective mood frame reactions through a lens of subjective reality. So you have to look at the timeline. Le subjonctif présent. Subjonctif
Subjonctif.
présent.
Présent.
Présent. It means il faut que je parle.
Il
Il
faut
faut que je parle.
Yeah.
Il faut que je parle.
Okay, there you go. I must speak. So, il faut que je parle means I must speak. Subjonctif passé,
Subjonctif passé.
Subjonctif passé.
yes, it says il faut que j'ai parlé.
Il
Il
faut
faut que je parle.
Parler.
Yes, I must have spoken. So it's letting you know here that you use it to speak about emotions when you have doubts, sometimes out of necessity, and then you add the que plus the verb. Okay. Trust me, this is most of the time, you use this when you have to write a big story. But when you are talking, yeah, people like present and past, and then future. Simple. All right. So sorry. The imperative drops the pronoun to issue direct commands, which is true. Remember, we were saying je parle, but when we are doing an imperative, like if I tell Critica, parle, it means speak. If the Critica mic was muted, and I'm like, Critica, speak, it means Critica, parle. Okay? So it's like you're giving an order. Okay, so in French, it's parle. Let's repeat repeat.
Parle.
Parle, which means speak. You remove the pronouns when you are in the imperative. This is the tense here. This tense is used for commands. And then you drop the pronouns. Okay? All right. This is wow, this is complicated. Dr. Murphy. This is very complicated. So we have le présent. Okay, we are just going to do the ones on the left first. Le présent, which is the present. Le présent.
Présent.
Le présent. Past means le passé.
Le passé.
And then future. Yes, then future means Le futur.
Le
Le
futur.
futur.
Yes. So now we are combining all these to create new compounds. So we will start with the present auxiliary. You add the past participle, that gives you passé composé. When you do the past, right, plus the imperfect, l'imparfait, plus the past participle gives you the plus que parfait. When you have, yeah, plus que parfait. We just saw that earlier. When you have the future auxiliary plus the past participle, that will give you futur antérieur. So what I would tell you is when you're learning French, right? Anything that is after imparfait, futur, conditionnel, you don't use it every day. So what you need to remember for now, because you're beginners, is French. In French is le présent, le passé et le futur. It means things that are a little closer to you. Okay? Once you know to conjugate avoir, être in the simple tenses, you automatically know every compound tense in the language, which is true. Next, Dr. Maddy. This is the good one. This is our little cheat sheet here. What we just learned, right? So we
Yes,
are going
ma'am,
to
this is
just,
the last one, just for the revision. So yeah.
yeah, just a little revision. So we are going to remember how we usually do every class. So let's read on the present. If I say I speak, how do you say it? In the present.
Je parle.
Okay. Okay. So if I say I had spoken,
J'avais
Je vais parler.
Je vais parler.
yes, j'avais parlé, bravo. If I say I will have spoken,
J'aurais parlé.
J'aurais parlé.
there you go, j'aurais, bravo, good job on the pronunciation. J'aurais parlé. Now, if I say I just spoke,
Je vais parler.
yes, it means even if it's the past, but it's past like 5 minutes ago. I just spoke, okay? Let's try imperatif. Speak.
Parle.
Parle. Bravo. Parle. Now, let's try something a little complicated. Le subjonctif passé. I must have spoken.
Fois que j'ai parlé.
Yeah, que j'ai parlé. There you go. Que j'ai parlé. Donc, bravo. Just remember, for now, learn the present tense first. And then maybe the past and the future. Everything that is complicated, leave it alone. It's going to get you confused.
No
Good
worries, ma'am.
job.
Every time we're going to do with the different verbs, right? Today we have done speak, tomorrow, next time we'll be doing with the play, then write. So yeah, they will able to
Yes,
make
yes.
yeah.
Good job. Good job, everyone.
So you made it absolutely easy, ma'am. So yeah, over to you, Ojaswi.
Ma'am, thank you sincerely for such an enlightening and inspiring session. Your insights have truly added value to our learning, and we are grateful for the clarity and depth you brought to the topic. It has been a privilege learning from you today. We deeply appreciate your time, effort, and dedication. Thank you once again, ma'am, and we look forward to the opportunity of learning from you in the future. Thank you, ma'am.
My pleasure. Good job.
Merci beaucoup, madame. Au
Merci.
revoir.
Merci,
Madame.
Merci
Merci beaucoup, madame.
À bientôt. À la prochaine.
Merci beaucoup.
À la prochaine.